Hi, if you're watching this video, it tells me that you are at least thinking about hiring a real estate coach in 2017. My name is Jim McCord. I'm a #1 best-selling author. I'm an active licensed realtor in Ohio and Kentucky. I've been licensed for 25 years, and I developed a coaching system that is completely different than any other trainer, any other coach in the country. If it works for you, great. Call me. I'd love to talk to you about it. First, I'm going to share what you will not be doing if you work with me as your coach. #1, you won't be door knocking neighborhoods. I don't believe in that. I did that the first 15 years of my career. It works, but it irritates people, and there's a better way. You won't be making cold phone calls to homes. All the trainers, almost every coach and trainer insists that you make an hour a day, some 2 or 3 hours a week of cold calls to people. Now, when you're at home, do you want to get cold phone calls? No. Does any realtor enjoy making cold phone calls? No. Why would we do something that we don't want to do and that the public doesn't want us to do? You won't be pestering your neighbors, your family, your friends, your past clients. Of course, you're going to be working your sphere, but we're not going to be calling them 3 or 4 times a week, asking for business, asking for referrals. And I don't believe in farming. Now, any of these things that you want to do on the side, my coaching requires about 2 hours of your time a day. Not with me, but when the kind of prospecting you'll be doing. If you want to do any of those things, you can do that. You can farm. I personally don't farm anymore. I don't believe in it. 90% of the people in the country are not going to be moving this year. Why would you spend marketing time and dollars working on a farm? And then I also don't coach teams. Team concept is great. I know a lot of people that work teams and they make $1 million plus. They love it. It's just not my thing. If you're a team or you want to develop a big team, I'm not your guy. I coach one realtor or a team, like husband and wife, or a team partnership. And then finally, no scripts. I don't believe in memorizing scripts. We can all tell when somebody is regurgitating a script to us. We don't like it. Why would we do that? Now, there's some great concepts that I picked up on from people that use scripts, and I'll pass those along to you, but you're not going to memorize any scripts. What you will be doing if you work with me is you will be working 1 or 2 expireds a day, every day, Monday through Friday. You'll be off most weekends. You'll be making 2 or 3 phone calls a day. That's it. 2 or 3 a day, and they won't be cold phone calls. You'll be calling people that have already received an incredibly unique packet from you. And then you're also going to learn the right way to use Facebook. You see realtors put their listings, their closings on Facebook every day. It's a social network site. People don't want to see your listings, they don't want to see your closings. But there is a great way to use Facebook and LinkedIn, and I'll share that with you. And then obviously you and I will be talking 30 minutes a week, every week. Now, I mentioned before that I'm different than all other coaches, and I am. You'll see that in this video and after we talk. And my coaching and my system that I use as an active realtor is based on 2 simple concepts. First is the public truly does not trust realtors. There's a Gallup poll, it's done every year, that's last year's, and it shows what the public thinks of us. You'll see that we're ranked below lawyers. That's the wrong place to be. So why continue that? Why not do things that make the public like you instead of distrust you? And the second concept is narrow your focus. 70 to 80% of all realtors who get licensed this year across the country in any state will not be licensed in 2 or 3 years. Gary Keller has a phenomenal quote: extraordinary results are directly determined by how narrow you make your focus. Now, Gary Keller is a co-founder of Keller Williams, the largest real estate company in the country. That's a phenomenal quote. Realtors are getting out of the business because they're doing all these things that all their managers and coaches are teaching them. We're going to narrow your focus to expired listings. And then the follow-up that we do is completely different than any other coach is teaching. My system's called A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. And once we get started, you're going to need 2 books. I coach out of these books. I have a lot of other things other than these 2 books that I'll share with you. But the first book, if you don't have it, is The One Thing by Gary Keller. I'll be sending that to you. It's phenomenal. It's not a real estate book. What it teaches you is to focus on one thing every day. What's that one single thing that's the most important thing that you can do for your business or for your life? And then secondly, the second book is a book I wrote last year. It's called A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. It became a #1 bestseller. It was just printed in September. It's the same system I've been using for the last 6 years. It's phenomenal. I mentioned earlier that I only work with 1 realtor or 2 realtor teams. That's it, no more than that. And I will also only coach 1 realtor per MLS. So once you sign up with me, as long as we're working together, I won't work with anyone else in your system. I'm active, so I also won't coach any realtors in the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area. But I can tell you this, check out all the other coaches, check out the other trainers. If your personality and your goals mesh with my training, you're going to love this system. It's phenomenal. There's my phone number, 859-866-2354. Call me anytime. I look forward to talking to you. Thanks, guys.